welcome back to the channel. We have another egg cutting. This is clutch number 3. They are probably all, no, this is actually clutch number 4. They're probably all going to look like normals, but the pairing was a het monsoon. It's a double het monsoon lavender albino, possible het pied, and I bred it to a female pied. So we're trying to see if we have any pieds. I don't know if we will get them because the male doesn't have any pied markers whatsoever, like the tracks or anything like that. We're on day 55. None of them have pipped, but we're going to go ahead and cut them anyways. So
we can't wait any longer.
Yes, because I can't wait any longer. So
a kid in the candy shop.
So these are probably, like I said, they're probably going to look like normals. Actually, I need the bigger scissors. They're probably going to look like normals, and supposedly you can pick out the het monsoons. So we're going to find out if we can see them now, or we're going to have to wait till they crawl out of the egg. Now, they feel a little soupy.
Well, that one does. The others are really dimpled. Anticipation.
Okay, that there, that's going to be just a normal. So this is the dad. This one here, I know for sure is 100% het monsoon, and it's 50%, or it's 100% het lavender, and it was pos het pied, but I don't see it being pos het pied. Now, if you look on this, you don't see like the. If you look at the dorsal and how big the alien heads are, of course this is an adult, so the circles on this are going to be a lot larger than on the babies. But this is kind of like what we're looking for, like some of the markers. It kind of almost black pastel-ish, the way how some of these keyholes are really opened up. And then if you look at the head, you can see a bit of a head stamp on there, which is almost like a fire head stamp. And as a hatchling, when I first got this, it was a lot more brighter and easier to see the head stamp. You know, as they age, I think it just kind of darkened up a little bit. So that's what we're looking for as far as the het monsoons. So anyways, you guys see the second part of this video in a couple seconds. Unfortunately, I gotta wait about a week, but we'll see you in a second. Alright guys, I'm back for the second part of the video. However, I am solo on this one, so I don't have a camera person to help hold the camera. So forgive me if my shooting skills are not up to par. So we're going to look at this clutch that we just cut, and then I have another clutch that I did not video, or I didn't record the egg cutting on there because it was just it was either going to be red stripes or bananas or banana red stripes, and I didn't think it was anything, you know, worthy enough to do a whole video. And I kind of wish I did. I'm going to show the results of these babies, and I'll explain them as I'm showing them. But let's get to the het monsoon clutch and see what we got. Alright, so this is a male here. They're all going to be 100% het pied. You can see that there's like the tracks on there, but it was bred to the female. The mother was a female pied, visual. There are going to be 50% het monsoons and 50% het lavender albino. Now, I'm not sure if this one here is going to be. They say you can see the monsoons in there. Now, if you look at this one here, if you see them together, yeah, they're moving around a lot. This one's a lot darker, like deeper. The alien heads are a little darker. They both have some funky shaped alien heads in there. This one has, they both kind of have head stamps and they're not cooperating at all with me. But if I was to guess, I would say this one here would be the Het Monsoon, just because it has like flaming, but almost like a copper type flaming, I guess you could say, coming up on the sides, and it looks very close to the father, which the father is 100% Het Monsoon and 100% Het Lavender and possible Het Pied. However, spoiler alert, no pieds. I didn't get any visual pieds, so the father did not prove out pied. I didn't think he was, because he didn't have any of these tracks or anything like that that kind of made me think that. But at least I know these ones are. Here's another male, and look at it, it's like a horseshoe in the back of the neck there. This one here I'm actually keeping myself, because I'm gonna take a guess and say that this one is a Het Monsoon. But you can see like the alien heads. Here, why don't you also...
Well, if it's dirty.
No, I'm saying look at that too and tell me if I need to move in
You're
here.
fine.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, you can see the craziness in the alien heads. That's one of the signs, how they're kind of jaggedy. And again, the deep God, what do I want to say, bronzy looking color, like a bronzy looking flaming a little bit. Not too much on this one, but just short little circles or spots instead of a line behind the neck there. So I think this one's going to end up being Het Monsoon. Okay, here's another one. This is a female. And this one here I'm keeping all the girls actually. But again, very rich, coppery looking alien heads. You can see it a lot on this one here. Or flames, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, coppery alien heads too as well though. And just look at the crazy pattern there. You know, so I haven't seen any normals that look this wonked out unless they're, you know, triple heads or something like that. So at the end of the day, if this ends up being a Het Monsoon, I know it's a Het Pied because I bred it to a visual pied, or the parents. And if it ends up being Het Lavender Albino, which there's no markers on that, that's hit or miss on that. That would be a powerhouse triple het female. So here's the other male that I'm going to keep. Again, jacked up looking alien heads, short little spots behind the neck. Now I don't know if that's a marker or anything or not. I did see a video that Justin did pointing out some markers, but it depends on, you know, what genetics, what other codoms or whatever that are in there. And I think he said something about the eye stripes going all the way back behind the, if they had ears, it'd be like behind the ear or something. I'm kind of going off of the dark, rich colors is what I'm picking out. Again, though, they're also Het Pied and Pos Het Lavender, so I mean, it could be that making it look like that. I don't know. So here's another male. This one I'm not keeping. I'm only going to keep two males. And I think this one here is actually going to, same thing, short, funky looking behind the neck there. It's almost like it curls up in one side. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't have the lens pointing at me or the screen. My wife's actually in here helping me now. She's passing me snakes. So, is it still showing up pretty good and everything on there? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this one here is a boy. In my opinion, I think it's going to prove. Obviously, I have to sell them as 50% Het Monsoons because that's what they are, and that's how I do things. But if anybody's going to Daytona and they want to take a chance on this guy here, he'll be there with us. You know, so.
This is a female.
All right, now so this is the last one here. This girl, I don't think is going to be Het Monsoon. I could be wrong. I'm keeping her anyways because she's still going to be possible Het Dreamsicle. Well, I know she's going to be Het Pied, but she has a possibility of being Het Albino. And there are some little bit of craziness in the alien heads, the little speckling in the back there, but I'm keeping all the girls out of this anyways, regardless. I'll take that chance myself. So hopefully she does prove. I can't think that out of 7 eggs that 6 of them are gonna be het monsoons. They kind of look to me, but this is the first, I don't own a visual monsoon. I bought a 100% het, and this is the very first clutch I got out of those. So as I get more experience in looking at these, I'll know better picking them out. I can just kind of go off of what I've learned from watching other people's videos and talking to different people, but not sure about this one. So that wraps up that clutch. Now let me show you these red stripes here, and you guys tell me what you think. Alright, so like I said, I did not cut this clutch, or I did not do a video of egg cutting on this one here, but I thought I'd show this. Now, the pairing was a red stripe, het genetic stripe, bred to a banana puzzle. So what we have here is just a regular banana that's going to be 100% het puzzle, 50% pos het genetic stripe. It's a nice looking banana. And then we'll go to the next one here. Now this is a banana red stripe. Now you see what I'm looking at here? The solid dorsal all the way down. I've looked at so many different red stripe het puzzle combos and haven't seen a solid stripe coming down. The only thing that I can think of, and I'll show the mother in a minute, but the only thing that I can think of, and I could be wrong, is that maybe this is, remember, everything's going to be possible, it's going to be 50% possible het genetic stripe. So maybe this is 100% het genetic stripe. I know it's 100% het puzzle, and then it's red stripe. Maybe those 3 interacting with each other give it this solid dorsal stripe like that. Alright, so this guy here, she likes a lot. Maybe we'll switch it to the other one, I don't know. But as of right now, we'll say this one is available. But look, again, same thing. Solid dorsal stripe. I know it's a red stripe. You could see it in the side pattern. Some people say it looks like a super red stripe, but that's impossible because my banana het puzzle is not a red stripe. And it's not a partho because this is a male. So anything that's banana is going to be a male. Alright, okay, so that's that one there. So this is the third one. And she was thinking that this, she didn't think it was red stripe because the pattern's not as granity. Now, from what I'm told and what I've seen, red stripe is connected to a granite gene, and I think it shows more on the other 2 than this one here. But you can tell still by looking at this that it's a red stripe. But see, same thing with this one, and this one's also available. Solid stripe. It does have a break right here, but for the most part, it's a solid stripe. So I'm going to say the other 2 are probably, you know, a little higher in quality on the red stripe just because of the little break right there, and the other one has a lot more granity on the sides.
Still nice looking.
Yeah, they still are really, really nice. And you guys can go ahead and see if you can find any het puzzle bananas that look like this.
It does have this whole stripe like along the neck line right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like stretched out alien heads. That's kind of like the red stripe. I think that might be doing that. Okay, so now we're going to the females. So there was 4 males. 3 of them had the red stripe. 3 of the red stripes had the solid stripe. Now this is going to be our female that is not red stripe. She is going to be 100% het puzzle, 50% pos het genetic stripe. Now we're going to go to the female red stripes. This is just a red stripe. There's nothing else in there. I'll show you the mother in a minute, but it's very granity on the sides. Like I was saying earlier, granite is attached to the red stripe from what I've heard. and it really shows in this animal here. Solid stripe. This one is obviously going to be one that I'm keeping back. And here's another one. Have you seen a red stripe? Unless it's a super red stripe, but look at the sides. It doesn't look like a super red stripe, but the striping does. I think it may be an interaction with a het genetic stripe plus het puzzle plus red stripe is the only thing I can think of. And I got really lucky on every single one of my red stripes happens to carry the genetic stripe gene. I don't know. And this one here is the one that I am selling, that is available. Red stripe, has a little bit of the granity sides. It does have a couple more breaks in the dorsal, but for the most part, it's pretty solid. And I haven't even seen a red stripe, even though this does have some breaks in it, I haven't seen anything where it's that little of breaks. But yes, yeah, this girl here, she will be available. And again, she is 100% het puzzle. I got to sell it as 50% het genetic stripe. And I don't know for sure if it's those three combined together that's causing that thick, solid dorsal. But I don't know what else it could be. And this is the first time the mother has ever bred for me, or ever bred ever. It's her first clutch. But I'll go grab her. This is the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab her and I'll show you what she looks like. Of course, she's acting like a ball python. Can you see her there?
Yeah, a little closer.
Yeah. She's all balled up right now. But you can see, I mean, she's an adult, so there probably is a little bit of the granity looking on the sides. But you can see the dorsal. It's chopped up all the way around. You know, a lot more than that last one I just showed you. She's 100% het. Cocoa all over the table. Actually, look. You know what? I just seen that. She does have a solid stripe, pretty, not as solid as the other ones, but it does go pretty far back here, and then it starts to break right here. So I kind of
still got a lot of breaks in it.
A lot of breaks, not as much as the other. But yeah, I just now noticed that. I looked at her a couple times after that clutch happened, and she was always balled up. This is actually the first time I got to see her stretched out, you know. So yeah, maybe it's just a very high quality red stripe, and you know, the influence of the puzzle caused that stripe to be solid.
Well, or the genetic stripe.
Yeah. And yeah, she is 100% het genetic stripe too, so I mean, I don't know. I'll have to look and see if just a regular red stripe has a long striping across the back. Let me go ahead and put her back. Alright, so this is Dad. This is the just a regular banana puzzle. And I've bred him to a genetic stripe 2 years ago, and you know, just got regular looking, didn't get anything that was very striped out like the clutch I just showed you. But anyways, I thought I'd show Mom and Dad. So alright, so that's those two clutches there. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, thumbs up, whatever it is, and the notification bell, so anytime I do any other videos, you guys will get notified. And I appreciate your support on watching my videos and all the other support everybody's been giving me. And until the next time, I'll see you.